What a team, and what possibilities with Neymar back on board.
And today's opponents, no pushovers when it comes to earned a reputation as a counter-attacking team, but they do have plenty of venom. And Neymar making his season debut at the expense of the youngster Adil Auchish.
Do not adjust your sets. And that's what Thiago Silva will be looking for as captain of the team. And Choupo-Moting will probably
manage will be a season full of expectations in his second campaign. So the forward Lebo Motiba, who has to wait his turn on the bench.
Yeah, Lebo dropped from the match, the South African, and
motions from the third tier to the top flight for Strasbourg. Here's a look at Neymar Sr., and here's Neymar. And the ball rolls in his sun-soaked Paris. Match day 5 in the French Ligue 1 under. That was also the cover of L'Equipe in France.
Well, it's an easy way to do it when you're a striker or a number 10. That's to score goals, play lovely football. Fans forgive almost anything when you play well for them.
Here's Neymar. A few whistles sputtering. A through ball intended for Sarabia. Shielded well by Simakan. Well, you've got to love this.
Very good player that Thomas Tuchel's brought in, and together it gives him a massive
21-year-old right back. The build-up here, Kurzawa, Choupo-Moting with his back to goal. Impressed today.
Always difficult for managers, and we see the visiting manager there.
It's a nice turn by Gay, and he kept in, and that could be dangerous. Harris on the front foot, squared in, intercepted by Sissoko, that finished runners-up in the Africa Cup of Nations. The ball swung in, Choupo-Moting's header, just over the crossbar. Well, he was closely marked by Mitrovic, but it didn't seem to matter.
He's done really well, Choupo-Moting.
Here's Thiago Silva. Down the middle, it's a clever pass. Neymar. Set of the boot as he finds Sarabia wide. Swung in for Choupo-Moting. Two players sliding in. Moting wrong side of the net. And out for a goal kick.
Good ball in there. Choupo-Moting got too many defenders around him, as you said.
It is reminiscent, by the way, of the USA's jersey from the 2006 World Cup in Germany as well. It was all white. Had the blue and red stripe going down the same side.
Just looking for a handball.
Possibly.
Can't see it. Oh, actually, the Neymar, they were getting all the boos, and when he hit that, he got all the applause. That's how you win the crowd over.
Verratti delivers back post. Could be a big part of that back three. This is promising now for Strasbourg. It's De Jork. It's parried by Keylor Navas, forced into action for the first time.
There we go. Keylor Navas, one of the top goalkeepers in the world.
Outswinger toward the near post. Mitrovic got a touch.
Neymar, either for good or bad reasons.
Quickly restarted, floated forward. It's Di Maria, and it's going to be given. Curl. Floated forward. Kenny Lala tripped up from behind. It's incidental contact. The more deeper midfield position. Here's Neymar. Nice turn in front of traffic. Trying to feed Gay into the area.
Doesn't quite work out this time, but they're going to keep probing around the edge of that box. And it's going back to Sarabia.
I think it bounced for Strasbourg, but ultimately blocked by Thiago Silva. Here's Kenny Lala. Scooped into the area in the direct Route 1 football now from Strasbourg. This could be promising. It's Thomasson on the front foot.
And they'll do plenty of that, Strasbourg, if they need to.
Risky for Dagba here. And the whistle does go against Lala, in swinger. Toward the back post, and no one there to meet it. Verratti popping up in all sorts of places, leading Kurzawa forward. That's just poked away by Simakan, who scrambles back into action. Corner kick for Paris.
Good defending by Simakan there.
Back toward the edge of the 18. It's Di Maria on his right. Laid off for Thiago Silva. There's space to run into here for Djikou. Carol. Nearly cross, looking for a Jork. Now an opening for Neymar. His flag is down, trying to surprise Sells. And the shot off target.
And the boos that follow. He had a chance there. Metzels is way off his line.
Deep and tight from Strasbourg, but Di Maria somehow finding a passing lane. Thiago Silva scooped forward, but well over the head of Choupo-Moting.
Comfortable for. So difficult for Paris to find a way through, and came like Neymar's. He wasn't able to take it and chip over Sells.
Trying to surprise the Strasbourg defense. It's flighted in. Thiago Silva deals with it. Down by Sissoko, appeals for a handball with Kone. That's wonderful defending by Lamine Kone. Question as to whether the VAR for Di Maria. Sarabia battling in the area here against Mohamed Simakan. Skipping past the initial challenge of Kurzawa. We'll do Diallo there to clean up. Strength in numbers for Strasbourg, but now Neymar trying to surprise the Strasbourg defense, and it's off target.
Not a bad effort there by Neymar. The goalkeeper didn't seem too bothered by it. He felt
he's averaged nearly a goal per game in his 2 seasons in Liga as Neymar. Now there goes PSG's way here, and Jean Bellegarde will pick up a yellow card for the foul. Carol. Jiku has that poked free by Choupo-Moting, but it will stay with Strasbourg via throw.
caught his ankle.
Ajorc. Thomasson. Kenny Lala brought down a free kick coming up for Strasbourg, and looks as though PSG will be defending the rest of this opening half. Yellow card. Lala floats it in. It's just not an over the top promising approach, but Lamine Kone could not get his header down, and that was the final touch of the opening half. At the break, it's Strasbourg with the only shot on target of the half. Paris did outshoot. Just leveled at the Stade de la Licorne 2-2. PSG and Strasbourg getting your Saturday action.
But for me, Neymar and company, they've got to take it up to a new level. They've got to get the fans on their side. They've got to score the necessary.
€1 million difference between the negotiations in those two clubs, and prize Strasbourg early on. The ball rolls in the second half. Slotted through for Neymar with help from Choupo-Moting. Neymar looking for the opening. Just double pivot, which allows Kenny Lala to get forward on occasion.
Well, there's an easier way to say that, and that's
relegated to Ligue 1. Sarabia has to go himself, deflected off of Kenny Lala, and collect Navas in goal. Di Maria gets in behind, square ball in. Mitrovic able to deal with spins Sissoko into a knot. Still Neymar now. The byline.
It's just one. There he is.
Mbappe and Bernat right alongside.
Well, possibly.
Jiku flights it forward, looking for Ajorc. Brought down expertly Ajorc. Trouble at Bellegarde. Corzo. Early cross looping in toward the back post. And now Neymar. Again on his right. Neymar looking for an opening. Neymar into the area. Opening never materialized. Halfway between a cross and a shot, it's well over the crossbar.
It's getting booed.
Working here against Carol. Leaves it off for Sarabia. Sarabia, the look-away pass. Sarabia allowed to turn. Finds that low-driven cross. Was quickly collapsed on. Here's Bellegarde.
Go from this, he'll be in La La Land.
You can. I don't know if you should, but you can. In Paris, here's Diallo getting forward. Seen on the last two spells.
Neymar, and now you've got Icardi coming on for Choupo-Moting, as expected.
This is just enough space to deliver a cross, but keeps it on the ground. Well, driven in, only as far as Alexander. In swinger near post. It's headed away by Ajorc. Sarabia fighting for possession.
Time and space, and just couldn't quite wrap his foot around it and get it into the box. Neymar
flighted in, looking for Ajorc. And it pops into the other side for Kenny Lala. Lala forcing the cross in. Navas into action once more. Making chance for Lala.
Post the fact that they really believe they can win this European Champions League.
Icardi. Disegay. Certainly an uptick in intensity from Strasbourg, but maybe too much of it this time from Ajorc. So second substitution and another debut. It's Ander Herrera. Will also make way. And that means Presnel Kimpembe will step in at left back. Ander Herrera on a free transfer from Manchester United. Here's another ex-United, Di Maria. His shot took a deflection and safely into the hands of Sells.
It's a sore point at Manchester United, losing a...
There's Verratti. Record for income from international sales. A total of 359 players sold. Here's Diallo. This is Diallo's move to the left back spot. Kimpembe is taking the corner. Neymar floated in near post. Di Maria. Sent in diagonal cross, nearly falls for Verratti. Sent forward, it's the center back Lamine Kone getting in behind. Presnel Kimpembe. This is promising. Navas keeps it out, denying Ajorc for the third time today.
Great save from Keylor Navas.
You don't expect that run in behind from the center back, but there it was. And here he comes, Neymar into the area. Neymar shot denied. There's a bit of space here for Thomasson to operate. Early cross in back post for Motiba. Making inroads here. Kenny Lala getting forward on the wing. Lala flipped into the edge of the 6th debut for Presnel Kimpembe in Liga. Icardi.
They're just camped outside the box, aren't they? Just probing here. PSG, is this it? No.
Flung 40 game. Calls through from out of Icardi. First silent goal for Icardi.
Nearly did take them on, didn't he?
Here
Chance
it is again. That's poked away by Lala. Sarabia shot. Herzegovina international. Swung in near post. That was danger in force now, Verratti. There's Diallo, the early cross toward the penalty spot. Neymar attacked it. It falls for Di Maria. Goal back. Wide for Diallo. Good cross to the center. And Neymar!
Oh!
That's how you announce yourself back at the club. A spectacular goal from Neymar. Stardust football from the world's most expensive footballer, and it may have just won.
Yeah, Thomas Tuchel will be delighted, but the Strasbourg coach will be absolutely gutted.
Cells have been playing. It was going to take something special to beat him. That was something special.
Coming up, oh, it's the first yellow.
Sent forward for Di Maria. They're on the great 2v1. It's Di Maria with Neymar in support. Neymar for embrace. Make absolute sure, and they're sure that it's off.
Oh, what a pity.